This is called "Are We Being Lied to?" ... again. So this is an interesting thing that some of these theories have been floated out here. Remember back January 11th, approximately 3 weeks ago, where the FFA administration revealed that the planes were grounded for almost a full day all across America, Canada, Puerto Rico, some of Mexico, whatever. But on a mass scale, they were grounded. The Federal Aviation Administration revealed the cause a couple days ago of the system's outage as being, hold on here a second, led to a stop of thousands of flights, disrupted air travel across the United States on January 11th. The FFA has been probing the reasons behind the failure of a key pilot notification system operated by the agency since it went down. The agency announced on January 19th that its preliminary reviews of the matter indicates that the contract staff unintentionally deleted files is why those all went down. That's what it took them, mind you, 8 days to come up with that.
Okay, okay.
But that's their excuse to it, that somebody deleted a file that grounded thousands of planes across geographic hemisphere of the world.
So they're blaming it on an oopsie.
On an oopsie, yes. Now, take that and think about this. Do you remember in just over a year and a half ago, May of 2021, a group called DarkSide Ransomware mounted a cyber attack on the Colonial Pipeline? I was in Florida when this happened, and it just caused havoc where there's stations without gas, and we were wondering if we were going to be able to drive home, etc.
Yeah,
do you remember this?
I vaguely remember that happening. Since I wasn't directly impacted, it doesn't stick.
It was all on the East Coast, the Colonial pipelines. But May of 2021, it was done because hackers hacked into Colonial Pipeline and demanded $90 million in Bitcoin in order to give the keys back to Colonial Pipeline so they could open up the pipelines and get fuel to where they needed to be.
Ransomware attack.
Ransomware.
Yep.
Do you remember later in that year, meat processors, JBS, the company's JBS, also announced it paid $11 million in Bitcoin to a cyber attack in order to reverse the shutdown of its plants caused by the cyber attack. Do you remember that one? I don't remember that one.
It sounds kind of vaguely like something I remember, but I would have never remembered any details on it.
Utilizing those two stories, and there's many more, the theme of the story is here that bad guys on the internet, cyber jerks, are shutting down corporations or government entities and demanding Bitcoin as ransom. Okay? So follow with me here. When the planes were grounded January 11th of this year, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, from a technical glitch, if you go to the timeline on Bitcoin's price, it's very weird how Bitcoin price before January 10th was 17,000-ish, and directly after,
it hit like 22 something.
Almost 23,000 plus over the next days, highest since August of 2022. What would cause a Bitcoin price hike, Craig?
Well, a massive buy and move of Bitcoin would do it.
There it is. I don't have any other proof other than speculation, but it's pretty weird how the timelines coincide, does it not?
That is weird. Yeah, and I vaguely remember hearing something about this story, and maybe you've got some information on there already, but it's interesting that, okay, we had our oopsie. The same thing happened, I think, in Canada, just a couple days later.
Right.
And then also, there's some other country where the same thing happened. You know, so we've got some employee at the FAA.
So was it the same guy going to each place and
he must be. He works, maybe he works from home for Canada or something, and you know.
Nice.
So yeah, that's a.
So if you're connecting dots here, it would be devastating for the Biden regime to admit to.
Oh yeah.
This devastating of a lack of protection for the American citizenry.
Yeah, they wouldn't want that getting out.
No. So it's just something to think about. The Bitcoin price goes up, and it's been stagnant. You know this. It's been stagnant.
Oh, I know. It was actually when I first saw that thing moving, my first thought was, oh yes, finally. Not so excited about it now.
Yes. So any of you that are in Bitcoin, whenever it spikes up, 25%, look at the news and see if you can tag anything to it. But I just thought that was interesting.
I hope you've enjoyed this clip from the Craig's Gun Channel Random Shots program. The program airs Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Random Shots, we discuss content ranging anything from preparedness, survival, politics, firearms, basically anything that's 2A related, with sometimes some rabbit trails on things that aren't related at all. If you enjoy this type of programming, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when we release new content. And if you like it, hit the like button and share us if you would as well. It helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow and helps get our message out. So until next time, stay safe.